Hello, I'm Kodrat. I'll be doing a formula breakdown of a Python challenge using an Excel formula. And the question is, what is the average height of the persons with height above 71 inches? It would have been way easier if it were in a table, but it is also achievable directly like this. Had it been it is in a table such like this, it would have been way easier. Let's say you have 71, 75, 68, 72, then 73. Then weight is this: 165, 190, 140, 175, then 185. Then it would have been filter. We would have start with what is the average weight of the persons with. Then that means we will be considering persons with the height of persons above 71. We are going to filter this. We are going to filter weight, comma, in the include argument where this height is greater than 71. Then that means we will be looking at the average of this weight. Then which is this average of this. Then that's 183. It would have been way easier had it been this, but we have. What if what we are working on is so long that we don't have to? It's going to be strenuous to type. Can just checking this pattern. We can also achieve it with various formulas without having to type all this. And we will be using various formulas. Let me start with the first one, which is the height. I'll be using the text split function, and this is the text. And what I could use the row or the column. Let me use the column. Okay, let me use the row. In this case, delimiter. Here we are having various delimiter. I didn't. We are just having comma. I could just use that, but here we have square bracket. We also have a comma and space. So I'm going to put that in a curly bracket, as we are having multiple delimiters. So let me take the square bracket first. Everything will be in a inverted comma as their strings. Let me take, okay, the second one will be comma and then space. The third one will be closing of the square bracket. Then I'll close the curly braces. Then we have this. So we could just, this currently is in a text format. You see, when we are adding it, when we are counting this, this cannot perform any mathematical operation. So we could achieve this. To convert this to numbers, we could achieve this in numerous form. We could multiply this by 1. We could multiply it by 1. you can see these are now in numbers. We could do that. We could also do plus 0. It would also achieve the same thing. We can also add two unary function. We could also do this. So I can, for what we need here is just these ones. Why we are having values here is because of the to take off these errors. I can make use of the to-call function. Actually, we can just use a filter when this is not is number. We can filter these two, but I don't want to use. Let me just make use of a to-call function just to take care of the array is this particular one. Then I'll take advantage of the ignore argument. Ignore errors. I can use ignore errors. I can use ignore blanks and this, which is 2 or 3. But yeah, let me make use of 2 now. So we have this. So the same thing we also apply to also achieve this same thing with I can also start to I can also do the same thing, but so as to reduce the since we've done the same thing before, we can take advantage of using lambda. With lambda we can create a custom function. We can create a custom function. In this case, so as to avoid repeating the same steps, I can just adibin we have a function like this, but here we are going to take advantage of lambda. Let's say lambda equals to my parameter here, it can be text. Let's say text txt. Then what is my calculation here? Let me come here and do this, and I'm going. I can come here to copy the formula I used earlier. Okay, this is the calculation argument. This will also, instead of using this, then I'll be using this txt die. Okay, it will give me calc error. Yes, because I have not referenced this. So adibin will be having this scenario. We could have just copied this and put it in our what is it called, in our name manager as a I can just call this splitter, and this. Okay, could have just do let's say splitter. See, it's coming out. What is our text here? Okay, this is our text, and that's all. Oh, I'm not done. I've not introduced the to-call function in the lambda. That's why we're having this. Okay, that means I have to to call, and this is not even correct, as we have it here. To call so as to remove the errors I'm using to call. We could have done it many other ways. Ignore argument. I'm using 2 here. Okay, so let me change what we have here. Let me copy this and put it in our name manager. Let me use the F2 so as to okay. What this is what we have here. Yes. So you can see what we have here. The splitter is giving me this. This is a custom function I just created with Lambda. So you can see you could just do the same thing here, but all these steps, instead of creating a custom function and putting it in a name manager, I could as well just do everything in a single formula without having to put it in a name manager. So let's start again. You can start with let. I can start with the first one, which is splitter. I can start with the splitter. I'm going to let splitter equals to lambda. Let me copy that same formula we have before. Okay, let me just start again. Equals to text. Could name it anything. Equals to text. Okay. Then let me remember. Okay, then let me introduce the text split. Then what is our text? Our text is this. Oh, the limiter is this. Then let me just repeat all this. Remember, it's comma and then space. There's a space between it. Then we also have close. We also have to close the curly braces. Can ignore the other argument. Okay. Before then, you also have the to call. Okay, let me just do this. We can do it after the to call as well. Can do this after the to call function. Can just introduce the double null function so as to make the numbers that were in text form so that it can convert it to text format for us to perform our mathematical operations. So then now our height will now be our second variable is height. I can start with why I like using the underscore before is so as for us not to get it mixed up with other inbuilt function that we may have that may have a similar name. Height. Our height now will now be this splitter. Okay, I'm having issues. That's because I've not closed this bracket here, because this splitter should have just shown up as this splitter. Yes, is now coming up now. Is now this. What we should be having here is this B1. Yes, B1, then comma. It would have performed the lambda function would have performed the operation of splitting and taking off whatever we need to take off. So this is our height, and our weight is. We will also come again with our weight is what? Let me make use of the splitter again. Then B2. I'm using Alt Enter so as to make it clear, to make the I don't want to jam pack everything. So we can just go directly to, so what is our question again? Average height, average weight. Then let's filter first. Filter array. Which array do you want to filter? Weight. Filter weight when height is greater than filter height of persons that are above 71. Okay. I could just introduce the average here, or just, okay, let me just introduce the average here. Then average of this, average of this, I'm having an issue. What could have been the issue? So let's troubleshoot it. Let me name this result. I'll just have what, let me see, what is our height giving us? Maybe we've had issue. Okay, that means the to call function is having issue. Let me just, okay, let me see. What about the ignore argument? The ignore argument is there. Okay, I'm coming again. Let me input it, the unary function here. Okay, the ignore argument is still there. Let me try it again. So it's working perfectly now. The height is giving us what it is meant to give us. The weight is giving us what it is meant to give us. Then the result, let me bring the result now. So that's it. Thank you. We could also achieve this with Power Query. I can show that in my next video. Thank you for watching.